Hey, Thomas. How's everything?
Jonathan, I see you again. And how are you today?
Doing great. Doing great.
Awesome, awesome. Listen, let's touch upon a subject that actually has affected over 1 million people last year, and it's going to be more this year, unfortunately. I just lost my job. What is my next move? All right. What would you suggest for individuals out there? And let's just based on people's skill set, what do you think they should do?
Well, I think it really depends on what actually happened. So what I would do is I would figure out why did I lose my job? What happened? And figure out like kind of reverse engineer what maybe I was the problem. Maybe the company just didn't have the money. They couldn't keep that department around. But I would want to know internally if I can figure out what went wrong so I can fix that. If
Mhm.
it was something where my attention to detail wasn't good, I wasn't communicating properly, or I would want to, and I would ask the person that was trying to let me go, get some feedback of what happened, what did I do wrong, and try to fix that if I could, just to get the idea. But I also would ask myself the same question that do I like what I do? Did I like what I did? Was it something I enjoyed? Did I wake up every day happy to go to work?
Mhm.
And if the answer is yes, then I would look for something in that same area, whether it be marketing or whatever it may be. And if it was no, I would try to find what my true passion was because I wouldn't want to be in another job where I felt like I was stuck there, right? And life is so short. You want to have a good life, a happy life, and you want to make money. So I would want to really try and fine tune what I want to go after and then make sure I have the skills for it. Maybe it's a job where I need to do more training, I need to get more education, I need to just figure out myself. Because I never would want to go out there and just get anything just to make anything I want, like $10, $20 an hour. I would want to do something where I truly loved it, where I truly can make a career out of it and grow my future. So I think that was what I would recommend everyone to do if that's the situation they're in right now.
You bring up all valid points there. So I mean, the way things are heading right now, and foreseeing what's coming, people are just going to get laid off, and companies are going to lean out. Could you've been on the weak link? Could you've been like the last one in? It could be many different reasons, as we
Yep.
both know. Um, I think people have to take a step back and do a self-examination.
Yep.
If you got a good skill set out there, you become a freelancer. If you do that, again, set up an S corporation. Don't have people, don't do a DBA because that's just like getting a paycheck. And when you do your taxes, it's going to be looked in a different way than having an S corporation. So spend a couple of $100 and set yourself up in that direction. But and start looking at, who can I reach out to? If you were working, look at the clients you were dealing with. If you were dealing with clients, you can reach out to them for positions, or if they need freelancing work, because companies aren't looking to pay any medical benefits or any 401k contributions right now because of the way things are looking. But if you can get, 2 to 5 clients off people that know you and have worked with you in the past when you were working in a company, then do so. Do that because you know what? You can start making some money. And by doing that, that could actually expand to, another business for you in another 6 to 12 months, something that may surprise you. So it'll be at your leisure and at your time of doing so. Your thoughts on that, Jonathan?
They're all great points, great things to do. It really will depend on what your skill set is, right?
Mhm.
If you're a cashier at Whole Foods, or if you're a warehouse worker in a pharmaceutical company, you'll have to figure out what you want to do, where you want to go with it. Do you want to be your own boss? Do you want to be a freelancer? If so, what are you going to do? Are you going to help e-commerce businesses? Or are you going to be a photographer? Are you going to do videography? It's really just a matter of what, if you're a welder, right? I know a lot of people that are in construction and they worked for a company the whole life. And then recently they're like, I don't need to work 7 to 7 and make a paycheck where I can just do a couple of jobs a month, make more money, and I'm my own boss. So really figure out again long term where do you see yourself? What do you want to do and what do you like to do? You may not have the luxury of doing what you like to do, I guess, if your skill set isn't directly related to you liking what you do, that happens. Some people will go into a career where they know a lot, but they don't really like doing it. So that might be
Mhm.
something you have to internally think about. What do you want to do with that? Do you want to keep it going? Do you want to change directions with your career path? But definitely there's a lot of opportunities out there. Even though things aren't looking good, you can reinvent how you want to be. Do you want to go in a different direction? And I think a lot of people that I see now work at big media companies and they're done with it. They don't want to work with these companies that don't know what they're doing. They don't want to have a boss that knows less than them. And they just want to have the flexibility of working any hour, all hours, all days, no days, and just do a project.
Yeah. Hey, listen, like Jonathan mentioned a few things, being a cashier, a warehouse person, etc. You're a bookkeeper, think about it. Businesses all need, bookkeeping done. All right. So do that. Even if you have to go to like the local mom and pop businesses, you can work right outside your own neighborhood, work out, towns next door and do something like that. Salesperson, listen, any salesperson, if you're a good salesperson, you can adapt to any type of industry. That means you're a chameleon. If you're a half-ass salesperson, well, you know what? Then you're going to have a half-ass job in sales. Good salespeople would rather work on commissions versus salaries, but that's going to be up to you and how confident you feel about yourself. If we're a marketing person, listen, when you're the one behind the scenes, well, you know what? There are a lot of companies like Jonathan's company. You know what? There's opportunities there to do freelancing. That freelancer may land you a job as a permanent employee, or it may actually get you to have your own business being a freelancer and you hiring a few people to do work for other digital marketing companies. So, you know what? You can't get depressed when you lose your job. Don't do it. Don't get down on yourself. Don't be popping any meds or drinking. Don't say, oh, I'm going to get unemployment for X amount of time. You know what? Get back on the horse and ride hard. That's what you have to do. Either go hard or go home. And that's the mentality you have to do. All right.
It's a
Those are
really good
my
point.
thoughts, Jonathan.
That's a really good point. So when someone puts you down, right, you lose your job, you're down, you don't feel good, you feel depressed, don't let that stop you. If anything,
Mhm.
that should motivate you to be bigger and better than what you were before. Don't let people make you push down and not know where you're gonna go next. Use that as ammunition so you know what to do next and motivate you, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. You can't let other
Correct.
people control your destiny. You have to be the one that get up and do it because everyone falls. We all fall. We all have mistakes. We all have,
100%.
it's how you get back up, and
Yeah.
that's really what it's all about.
Listen, failure is the best educator in the world. Just embrace it, learn from it, move forward. I'll tell you this, you got a local library, embrace it. There's a lot of opportunities and knowledge and sources there waiting for you that you can use to create your own type of prospect list and customers. So go in, speak to our librarian, brainstorm with them. That's what they're paid to do. They're there for you. So use the resources at your local library to get you, and they're free. They're not going to cost you anything, just a library card, and use it. You don't have to go out and buy data. It's there. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully it's been creative knowledge for you. We ask you thumbs up, hit that like button. Any comments? Please do subscribe and share. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.